to Operations Management course. In this lecture, we will learn material requirement planning. In this lecture, we will specifically discuss time-phase product structure and then gross material requirement planning. Time-phase product structure is the preliminary step to come to gross requirement planning, GMRP, and it's important for us to understand this phase. Once you understood bill of materials, the next step to take is time-phase product structure. From the iPhone example, we learned that Apple has many suppliers around the globe and needs to work with them around the clock. As operations and supply chain manager, one has to understand the lead time, a time that takes from the order of a product or part to the receipt of a part. For example, how long would it take to receive a part from China? About 26 days. You want to take this information into the bill of materials so that you can coordinate the purchasing schedule and synchronize throughout your production capacity. The next thing to learn is time-phase product structure. Usually, it takes a month for a shipment to arrive from Eastern Asia to the United States. Therefore, it is essential for a production manager to understand lead time and grasp how to manage their products, know when to order products so that they can plan out a month ahead. Say you conducted an extensive research and communicated with your suppliers and distributors. You made adjustment for all the parts. It takes, say, part A to part G, you found out all the lead time. And then the next thing that you want to do is that you want to incorporate this information into your bill of materials. If you embed this lead time information into your bill of materials, then it becomes time-phase product structure. And it looks like this. So what I did was that we now know that how many weeks it takes for G to arrive from your suppliers, so that when Awesome Speaker is ordered at week 8 and you have to deliver, say, 100 of them by week 8 to your customers, then to make it happen, you have to order it 7 weeks before, and it started with G. You have to make the order at week 1, and depending on the number of the Awesome Speakers, you have to make corresponding parts order at week 1. That has to happen. Similarly, you have to order these certain number of these at week 2 so that you don't carry too much or too short inventory. So the order time and receiver time has to be managed by looking at time-phase product structure. Here's gross material requirement planning. Once you figure out everything about time-phase product structure, then your task is to construct gross material requirement planning that will serve you to schedule everything for your supply chain and ordering and receiving and logistics. Gross material requirement planning is defined as a schedule that shows the total demand for an item prior to subtraction of on-hand inventory and scheduled receipts regarding when it must be ordered from suppliers and when the production must be started to meet each demand by a particular date. And here is bill of materials and time-phase product structure, and say you are to deliver 80 Awesome Speakers to your customers at week 8, then how many do you need to order at week 7? You have to order it at week 7, 50 of them, because it takes 1 week for you to make or assemble these speakers. And at week 7, you need to have 100 Bs ready, because 1A requires 2 Bs, and if you multiply 50 by that, then you have 100. And if you look at this time-phase product structure, it takes 2 weeks for you to receive or make B So you have to have it ordered in 2 weeks in advance. So at week 5, you have to have them ordered. 100 of them have to be ordered at week 5, and it should be delivered without any problem at week 7. And 100 of them is right here, and D, 2 units of D are required per B. So 100 times D2 gives you 200. So at week 5, you need to have 200 Ds ready. And to make it happen, you have to order it 1 week ahead at week 4, and that information is also available right here. Right? At week 4, you have to have it ordered. So in this way, you are filling all these table cells out and understand that when to order a part and when to require the part. In that way, you can have everything ready and run the production smoothly. If this GMRP is messed up, your production will suffer greatly and it's out of control, and the quality will suffer, and a lot of waste are going to happen in your production. Because of that reason, GMRP is very important, and it starts from bill of materials and finding out the lead time, and then talking with the suppliers how long it takes for them to order and ship and fulfill the order, and that information will be reflected in your GMRP, and this is going to serve as the basis of your scheduling and operations in real setting. So, in summary, we have learned the importance of MRP in this lecture. MRP is a technique that deals with dependent demand, which is prevalent in today's business. Because the demand is dependent on the parents and grandparents level of parts, it is necessary to learn how to calculate it. Moreover, it is helpful to coordinate the production schedule and supply chain management. It is necessary to manage bill of materials, lead times analysis, and net requirement planning in details. I hope this lecture helped you to understand material requirement planning in detail. Thank you.